The Collector's Guide to Case XX Pocket Knives and Prices is proud to present videos on using the Case XX Knife Database. This is video ID 201. It is intended for new database users and discusses the basics of finding knives on the database using the model number. As you study these tang stamps, you will notice that they all have one thing in common. They are bone handled, two-bladed 20 patterns. 20 stands for the name of the pattern is peanut. So bone handled two-bladed peanut with stainless steel blades. Bone handled peanut with Damascus blades. 6220 and a half is it's called a trapper nut with stainless blades. And what I want you to remember is when you're looking for knives, we are always going to use the simple part of this. That is just 6220, and I call that the simple model number. So we're going to keep it simple as we look for knives. Let's start with some basics here. I'm going to put 6220 in the model number field, and I'm going to leave the yearly range blank. In other words, what I'm telling the computer is I want to look at every bone-handled two-bladed peanut. Don't care when it was made, I want them all. Search. Okay. There are 472 of these currently in the database in all the years. Interestingly, here's one of the trapper nuts I was talking about earlier. But let's go back, and this time I'm going to do, let me show you this. Okay, I'm going to put SS in here, and I want you to look real closely at this SS when I click search. Okay, ready, set, click. See it go away? The computer is taking that extra stuff out because it knows that the best search is a simple model number. So you can go ahead and put it in, but it won't count. By just using the simple model number, you save yourself a lot of typing perhaps. So let's go back one more time. And this time I'm going to do 1999 as my year range, and I want to start in 1999 and I want to end in 1999. So I use my clicker there to copy the numbers, and I'm going to search. In 1999 there were 17 peanuts made, and this page has the first 10 of them. Now, the reason I'm doing this page, look at this model number, 6220D. That's the Damascus, that is a Damascus blade peanut. And we drop down, and what do we have now? We have 6220SS, the stainless steel peanuts. And if we go to the end, page 2, you will see we also have 6220 and a half. So the simple model number got all the variations of this. Now you may have gotten a knife or two more than you wanted to look at, but this way is the best way, trust me, to ensure that you always find the knife you want, even if you get a few extra you have to look through. Let's try one more example. These stamps look different, don't they? However, they all represent what is virtually very, very similar knives. The only tang stamp information on the model numbers that will always find your knife is the 6347. The simple model number. That's why we're always going to keep it simple. Do you remember earlier when we were looking at the 6220s, and we put in 6220 without anything following it, the simple model number, okay, and we did a search. And what we found was 472 peanut knives currently in the database. And do you remember that there was a 6220 and a half knife? Well, the half symbol turns out is really hard to type. So we have made it easy for you. All you have to do, 6220 simple model number, and if the knife you're looking at has a 1/2 symbol after it, if you'll just type 0.5, then instead of 470 knives, you find only the knives that have a 1/2 symbol. And here are 17 trapper nuts. So this really did help us cut down our list in the event that you were only interested in trapper nuts. And there's one other way you could do it also, and that would be just to type 1/2 like everybody does on eBay and search, and it finds them also. Okay, very handy tip if you are collecting knives that have the half symbol in the model number. It will shorten your list greatly. One other quick point. You will pick up some knives that have names rather than model numbers. Examples are a knife called a double X-changer or a muskrat. Okay, all you have to do on those, they are very, very simple, is you just type the name in. For example, muskrat. This is an old famous knife. As you can tell, there are 472 different ones in the database. Thanks for watching. I sincerely hope this helps you find the knives you're looking for. Just remember, keep it simple.